Hello。
哎呀，OK，多来一点。你看你的脸在那边，你要过来一点。不是你不要拿那个椅子，你坐过来一点。对对对 ，OK， 我怕我跌倒。1、2、3 ，Hello。Okay, so welcome to my video, which I'm going to help my sister do her makeup, which is like the one that y'all voted that I should do it on her. 所以如果你喜欢我脸上这个妆容，给你看。如果你喜欢，然后想看我画在我妹妹的脸上，那你就按下面，等一下会给你一个选择的，你就按吧。So let's get into it. So firstly, get a face. I did mostly an eye makeup, so I didn't really focus on like foundation or anything else, and just eye makeup, eyebrows, and blusher. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, 我做什么好？ So because I didn't focus much on foundation, I will skip foundation. I'll start with concealer. I'm gonna conceal flaws. We're gonna conceal eye bags first. So I usually let the concealer sit for like a moment, and I'll get on to eyebrows. So for eyebrows, I got this from, where did I get it? Oh, from Watson's. Yeah, I usually just use this color, this very dark color for mine, but because my sister has like brownier hair, so she cannot use just black. So I'm gonna mix this over with a little bit of this. We're gonna shade it. Get this, dab it a little bit, and then do that. Get the excess powder off. Yeah.
这边不会。
这个不会，这个是一边的。Okay. For this part of the eyebrow, instead of just brushing it like that, you can draw a few strokes like that to make it look more natural. Ta-da! Yeah. So we're gonna use a little bit of this color for the end of the eyebrow. Got the eyebrows done. Usually I would wet the beauty blender, but I don't like using tap water, so I use this, which is a aloe water. Yeah, from the Face Shop. So you can spray it on the tip. Then we're going to blend the concealer. Ta-da! We're going to use a powder foundation. Usually people use setting powder, but I don't have any setting powder, so I'm just gonna dab on. Oops. So I'm just gonna dab on some powder foundation and just slightly dab it. And we're going to brush off. Brush off the excess powder. There we have it. See, your concealer is set. We're gonna start off with the eyeshadow part. So for the eyeshadow base, we're going to start off. I'm going to use this Sephora palette, the miniature palette. And I'm going to use cream color. Can you see? Cream color. Yes. You can use cream color, you can use nude, or you can use a very pastel pink if you don't have any of these colors. And I'm going to use my hand. Dab it onto the eyelids first. Just dab it. After the base is done, we're gonna use a very maroony color, which I'm using it from the Celux palette. It's color, a very maroony color. I will use the brush. get a little powder, dab it off. Because you don't want the powder falling everywhere, so you have to dab off. Just now, we put our base right here until half of the eyelid. Then this color will also put it only until half of the eyelid. For double eyelids, you can put it until where you open your eye. You see this line where your double eyelid is? You can use the first color, which is not the base, but the first color, which is the maroon. You can put it until here. But if you are a single eyelid person, a monolid person, you can put it, when you open your eye, you can put it like, let's say your eye is this big. We can put it half, like this is another part of your eye, half and a little bit below. Put it like that. So it will be like a little shadow to your eye. Okay, our first color is done. There you go, sure. Okay, then we're off to our second color. Our second color is this one, chestnut, from the Sephora palette just now. Chestnut. If you don't have this color, you can use a little more reddish tone brown, like a darker than brick color. Okay, we'll put only at the end of the eye in and from the front out, like from the end of the eye, just a little bit. You brush it in at the end, and just a little bit from the front of the eye, the corner of the eye, just a little bit. Now the back of the eye, you have to make it a little bit more than the front, which I mean, the front, if you put it the size of this brush, example for the size of this brush, if you put it until here, the back should be a little higher than the front. Open, like that, okay? Now because my sister, she has like quite like sharp eyes, to like sharp and slanted eyes, so we cannot make it very sharp at the end. Instead of pulling it out, I start from the back, I come in to make it a little bit rounder, so it doesn't look as slanted. Okay, next we are going to put this color, Cassis. It's about the same shade as this one, but just more glitter. So you're gonna use that. And so we have our dark color here at the end, right? Yeah. So we have our dark color over at the end here, while we have our middle part empty, right? With the first color that we use after the base. We're gonna put it in between these two colors. So in between these two colors. Okay, in between the two colors. Okay, so we're gonna use this color, which is a little bit salmon-y. So you're gonna take a little bit of that, just a little bit's enough. We're going to put it above all our colors. So let's say you drew your color until half of your eyelid, right? So you're going to draw on that eyelid, half of it. So you're just gonna put here, brush it around. It's like to make your color smooth. Use the last color, which is this one, this gold one. You can see it, this gold color. So just gonna take a little bit, like 1, 2, 3, enough, and then just tap it off. I don't usually do that to my eyeshadow. I just tap on it and just tap off the excess. So we're gonna put it right in the middle, here. Can you see? See this? It's the shiny gold. 你可以看到吗? Then you'll just have to use your brush. Brush off the excess when it falls on to the top part of your cheeks. Don't use your hand because you might smudge it and you might leave like eyeshadow marks on it. So you just brush it off. You're going to use the first color that we used for after the base. This one, the red. You can see this one. Just gonna get a little bit of that on the tip of my brush. We're just gonna line it pretty lightly from the back to the front. Make sure when you look down, this part of the eye where you put concealer won't be seen for this color, okay? So like I said, her eyes are a bit more slanted than mine. So instead of just doing that to her eye, you can put more here, more shadowing here. Instead of just making it very thin, the back part, just the back part, you can shadow it more, thicker than the front one. See, the back one's a bit thicker than the front one. Then you close your eyes, brush off the excess ones. The next one, I've learned it from Korean and Chinese YouTubers, how they draw their eyes. I always use this one from my eyebrow shadow. Is that what you call it? Eyebrow shadow. But because I don't use this color, I use this as a shading for my eyes. So just gonna get a smaller brush and get this color, just tap it both sides. Tap off the excess. Yeah. Can you see that part of the shadow? It's natural shadow, so I'm just gonna enhance it more with that color. Okay. There you go. So if you think you've put too much on this part, you can use a little bit of your concealer. Just conceal it down here. Just gonna dab a little bit more concealer on this part. If you have any fallen shadow on it, just let it sit a bit. And the last step for the shadow, which is the glitter color, the one that we put on like the middle of the eyelid, we're just gonna take that color, just dab it a little off. Can you see? Ta-da! Ta-da! You can Okay. Okay, now we just have to blend off our concealer. So our shadow part is done. Now we're just gonna put some mascara and liner. Mascara. Now it's mascara. 我已经要涂了，我才讲。Okay.
很奇怪，一涂 mascara 我就很喜欢脏。
哦，automatic。I have this habit for mascara. Instead of doing just pulling up, and instead of doing this and that, I place it on the lashes and I just gently swift it up like that. Yeah. We're gonna put on some eyeliner. Ba. Ha. Oh, tự nhiên. So we're basically done with the eyes. Next, you're gonna do some blusher. Mine is from I bought it from Sasa. It's the Art Deco blusher 33A. It's called Little Romance. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit. I'm using the contour one, the contour brush, but it's okay because I like it. Okay. I like to put it on the cheekbone here. Squeeze it. I like to squeeze it. Just dab a little bit of that. And I like to put it around here. So if you're going for a full face makeup, if you don't have contour, you can use a bit blusher, just brush it here, like contour. But if you don't have the contour thing, oh, brush 到你眼睛是吗？ Last but not least, guess what?
Lipstick.
Yeah, lipstick. So I'm gonna use 2 colors for this. The first lipstick we're gonna use is the Cleo one. I got mine, the Rouge Hue collection. So mine is in the color Peach Caramel. Okay, the next color after the first one, I'm gonna use this red one. It's the Rouge. I don't know how to say that. And it's in the color Perfect Red. Just gonna get a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Okay, I put it just here. Just a little bit. Yeah. And then we're done. I'll do a close-up. Let me show you a close-up. Cheese. Okay, so this is basically it. You can try this for dinner or at home when you're doing nothing, because now it's time to stay at home, right? So you have plenty of time to look good for yourself. So this is how makeup is like. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Okay. 你有什么要讲的吗？ Stay safe! Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching my first video with my sister. 哎，你没有介绍你叫什么名字？ So I'm Sabrina. I'm here with my sister.
I'm Selena.
Thank you for watching the vid. Bye.
Behind the scene.
从你这边
啊
红红的。
I don't know.
然后眼睛的部分我们基本上就完毕了，现在就是腮红。我的腮红呢是那个 Art Deco 33A Little Romance. Okay, I got it from Sasa though. 哎，我可以讲什么？讲华文哈。Next we use blusher. 我讲华文哈。
一件腮红。
哦 ，OK，oops.